Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. If you're looking to make something delicious and simple, here is a great lunch combo for you guys. Let's make this incredibly delicious vegetable pulao that's not only easy but extremely tasty. For the vegetable pulao, I have kept all the ingredients ready here. So first for the masala paste, take a small piece of cinnamon in a mixer jar. To this add 4 cloves, 2 cardamom, 1 star anise, 1 kapok bud that is Marathi Moggu, 1 small piece of nutmeg, 2 pieces of mace, 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, 1 teaspoon coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon peppercorns and 2 small pieces of stone flour. This is all with the spices. Next add 1 piece of ginger roughly chopped, 3 garlic cloves, a piece of fresh coconut finely chopped, 1 medium-sized tomato roughly cut up, just a small amount of coriander leaves and mint leaves. That's all, and you first have to grind these ingredients without adding any water to the mixer jar. For this to become a fine paste, I'm adding some water to the jar to grind it again. So now the masala paste for the rice is ready. It's nice, smooth and fine. This is the consistency it has to be in. Keep this aside. Take a deep pot, add about 2 tablespoons of ghee and 1 tablespoon of oil. To this add 1 bay leaf and about 15 whole cashew nuts. Roast these ingredients until the cashew nuts are golden brown in color. Once done, add 2 medium-sized onions finely chopped. Add 3 slit green chilies. Saute until the onions are slightly golden in color. At this point, add 1 potato nicely cut up. I'm adding potatoes first because this is the only vegetable that takes a lot of time to cook. After 2 minutes, add a bowl of cauliflorets and mix. It will be nice if the florets are medium size and not too big. Now add 1 cup of carrot, a bowl of cut up beans, a bowl of fresh peas and mix well. Now for these veggies to cook well and faster, I'm adding a teaspoon of rock salt. You can also use a regular table salt if you don't have rock salt with you. Give it all a quick mix. Now just add about 1 tablespoon of water to let the vegetables cook. Mix well and cover the pot with the lid. Cook the vegetables for about 5 minutes on low flame. After 5 minutes, you can see that the vegetables have softened up after steam cooking. That's why you should never pour more water because they can get mushy. At this stage, I'm adding the masala paste that's already ground. Mix the masala with vegetables and saute for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium-low flame. For this recipe, I've taken 1 cup of Basmati rice and I've soaked it in water for about 30 minutes. It's a 250 ml cup measurement. Strain off the excess water and add the soaked rice alone to the pot. Gently mix the soaked rice along with the masala and make sure that the rice grains do not break. So you have to be a bit careful while mixing this. After the masala coats all the rice grains, add 2 cups of water for 1 cup of rice with the same 250 ml measuring cup. Gently mix everything after you pour the water. At this point, you can check for seasoning and add salt if required. This needs a little more salt, so I'm just adjusting it. Mix it all again and cover the pot with the lid. Keep the flame on low and cook the pulao for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can see that the pulao is perfectly cooked. I'm getting a wonderful aroma due to all the spices I have used for the masala paste. The rice is also really fluffy. Now after 15 minutes, turn off the stove and let it sit on dum for the remaining heat in the pot. That's it. This Andhra style vegetable pulao is ready to be served nice and hot. You can enjoy this with onion raita, salan or with some nice bundi raita by the side. Andhra style vegetable pulao tastes amazing, and here is a wonderful matar curry that pairs beautifully with the pulao. To begin, we'll prepare the masala for this kurma. Some of the ingredients need soaking before grinding. So here's what you'll need: 6 cashew nuts, half teaspoon peppercorns, half teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon poppy seeds. Place these in a bowl, pour enough water and soak it for at least 10 minutes. Instead of cashew nuts, you can also use roasted gram. Once soaked, transfer the ingredients along with the water into the mixer jar. Add a quarter cup of freshly grated coconut and grind it to a nice smooth paste. You can add water accordingly as needed. Adjust the quantity of the ingredients based on the amount of potatoes and peas you are using. Now transfer the ground masala to a bowl and keep this aside. Next, heat 3 tablespoons of oil in a deep kadai. Once the oil is hot, add the whole spices. 1 bay leaf, a small piece of cinnamon, 4 cloves, 2 cardamoms, 1 star anise and a piece of stone flour. Roast the spices until fragrant. Then add 2 medium-sized onions finely chopped. Saute for about 2 minutes. Next, add 1 large potato chopped into cubes. Instead of using pre-boiled potatoes, we are cooking the raw potatoes directly with the onions to infuse more flavor. Keep the flame on low and cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, add 3 slit green chilies and 1 bowl of fresh green peas. Using fresh peas enhances the taste and aroma of the korma. Saute everything together for a few minutes. Now add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and mix it well. Add 3 medium-sized tomatoes finely chopped. Then add a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoons of red chili powder. Combine everything thoroughly. The vibrant colors are already coming together so beautifully. Keeping the flame on low, pour 1 cup of water and mix it well. Cover the kadai with the lid and allow the mixture to cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, remove the lid and check. The potatoes and peas should be well cooked by now. Add the freshly ground masala and mix it evenly with the vegetables. Adjust the consistency by adding the water as needed. So finish off by adding a few fresh mint leaves, coriander leaves and a few curry leaves. Add half teaspoon of garam masala powder and give it all a good mix. Cover the kadai once again and let this cook for another 5 minutes. Wow, just look at that aromatic, rich and flavorful green peas korma. It's ready to be served. You can enjoy this with some nice soft chapatis, fulkas or even with some nice dosas or idlis. It makes for a perfect side dish, so enjoy every bite of this comforting dish. Pulao with that beautiful and delicious mutton curry is a wonderful combination that you don't want to miss. So do give it a try, enjoy and share it with your family and friends. Check out the product tags below if you'd like to shop the items I use in this video. For the detailed recipe, go to our HomeCookingShow.in website. The second edition of the home cooking book is now available on Amazon as well as on shop.homecookingshow.in.